is up and welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you guys have not went over to Mr. Eazy S10.com, go grab you a t-shirt, some stickers, or whatnot, you guys need to do so now. I do have the older shirts on sale right now, and I might have a secret code that pops up in this video for free shipping. So if you see that code at checkout, it'll be somewhere on the screen during this video sometime. You can go and put that in, and then that will give you free shipping on all orders. So go do that. Go cap some new merch. My new shirts are being printed right now. They should actually be in the mail for delivery any day now. So I should be receiving the t-shirts and the hoodies, what I do have ordered, in the mail any day now. So when I get those, I'll be shipping out all the orders that I have had come in. So head over there, go buy some merch, and I appreciate it. But for today's video, we got the old girl here, and as you can see, the hood's on it. And from the thumbnail, you guys could tell that I got this ginormous package. I don't know if you guys know what's inside this, but I will open it up and let you guys know what is in it. Like I said, I do have some more parts coming for this thing. We're trying to get this thing ready to go. It's beautiful out. I do have the garage door open and everything like that. As you've seen from the last video, I broke a U-bolt. I went and had some made, and just in case, I had two made. So like I said, the shop in town literally takes them like 30 seconds to make a couple of those. So that's what happened. I'm going to have to cut that up a little bit to make it a little bit shorter so they don't stick so far down. It is what it is, but right now, I'm going to open that package for you guys and let you guys know what it is. What is in this box is a lightweight part for the truck. It's supposed to save like 16 pounds, which I'm not exactly sure on exactly how much it's going to save, but we will weigh this one with the new one and figure out how much we are actually saving. Since the part that this replaces, I've already chopped up, murdered, and cut apart, we'll find out exactly how much we will be saving. Hopefully it's around 10 pounds, you know, because this item is on the front of the truck, and anything off the front of the truck helps out a lot in the traction world. So I'll get to cutting this thing open. It's not shiny or anything right now, so I don't gotta worry about chopping it up. There is going to have to be some stuff welded onto this thing, which Andre, when I take it over to get the cold side done, he will be doing that as well. Trying not to cut myself here. And look at this beauty. Get it out. I don't know if you guys kind of noticed what this is or not yet, but it is coming out. This thing looks good. And maybe if there's some stuff on here that I don't need, I might be chopping that off too, you know. This was really, been wanting one of these for a long time. I actually did order one a while ago that was aluminum that saved like 40 pounds, but it didn't fit with the crap, so I ended up sending that one back because that was a junk thing. And if you guys haven't noticed by now, it is a new core support, radiator support, whatever you guys want to call them. So on the S10s, these things hold the grill on and the headlights in. So all these little things here is to hold the headlights into the truck pretty much. So for me, I'm not a fabricator. I couldn't really fab anything up to do that and get rid of that big bulky thing. So yeah, I had to spend the money and get this bought, but like I said, this is a pretty nice piece. We'll paint it when it's all said and done after Andre gets done welding what he has to weld onto it. And yeah, this thing is going to be awesome. So I'm going to be getting this completely out. It'd be a lot better if the box cutter I was using was probably sharp, but oh well. And the stuff that you know, I paint everything with on the S10 is just tractor implement paint. Get it at Tractor Supply or something like that. It sells about a gallon. You can put it in a paint gun. You can spray it. You can paintbrush it on. You can do pretty much anything, any way you want to add the paint with, you can. So, yeah, he did a pretty good job wrapping this thing up. Did a good job. A lot better than the last one I bought, that's for sure. So right here, this is a chrome moly core support. This is supposed to be a direct bolt-in application. So I'm going to figure out what all I need to keep everything on, and we'll be removing the old core support. I'll get the scale out, I'll weigh it, and then I'll weigh this one. I don't know what this one weighs, but I probably have to say it's probably 15 pounds or less. So yeah, I'm going to get pulling this thing apart. As you guys can see, it's pretty much all torn apart right now. So I did have it hacked up here. I did cut some stuff out of here. I did cut some stuff on the back here. And if you guys know the truck, the radiator's in the back of the truck. So there's really no need to have this big, heavy, bulky thing. This thing's got like all this stamped steel that's big, heavy, multi-layers. Like right there's 3 different layers of steel right there that we don't need. We don't need none of that stuff. And I think the new stuff, we don't even need this. So yeah, I think it just uses this top bolt from what it looks like, and these bottom ones, and that's all that holds it on there. So I don't know if the fender's gonna flop or not, but I will continue taking the bumper off, and we'll keep going. just like that, in a matter of like 10 minutes, maybe not even that, 5 minutes, the whole front core support is off this truck. So like I was saying, that grill fits in on those little tabs. As you guys could see, I had to pull those little things out, these things, for the headlights. So literally that core support holds the grill and the headlights in. That's the only reason that I've kept this big bulky thing on the truck, is because I'm not a fabricator and I wouldn't know how to go about getting that to stay and mount to the truck without like zip ties and self-tappers. So that's the only reason that I haven't really chopped it up. Also, what I plan on doing is, after I figure out what tabs I need to keep and everything, I'm going to gut the fender out completely. So I won't have this. It'll kind of look like this one here, but I'm actually going to go back through and I'm going to paint the insides of them black. So pretty much all I really need on the fender is this and this, the two mounts up here, and then the one on the bottom. So I quickly just threw a couple bolts in it, this bolt and that bolt, but this is how it looks inside the truck. Not bad. The one things I'm seeing right now is this bar is probably going to be in the way. And yeah, so I guess when Andre goes to redo the cold side, he will move it wherever he needs to move it, and we'll go from there. This bar right here would probably be a lot better if it was like right here or whatnot, but it is what it is. I'm got the scale out here, just a shipping scale. It's zeroed out, nothing on it, and I'm going to just set this on the top, and I'm just going to put my finger on it just to hold it up so you guys can see it's on the scale. And right now it is saying it is 16.5 pounds is what this thing weighs. Let me switch hands here. So as you guys can see, 16.5 pounds is what this thing weighs right now. And to be honest with you, this thing's heavy, but I don't know if I'm actually going to save a lot of weight from switching to that. Like, I've picked them both up now, and they're kind of real similar. For this piece being chromoly, it's pretty heavy. And to be honest with you, I think really that we got this bar here. We got this bar here that's kind of holding everything up and down. I might be able to get away with cutting this off, these two bars off. That'd probably be something I'm going to talk to Andre about, because like I said, there's nothing here that really needs to be supported besides the end of the fenders together and to keep them up and down. Other than this stuff, I don't think I really need that. So I'm going to pull the bolts back off this guy, and I'm going to run over to the scale, and we will see what this thing weighs to see kind of what savings that I got out of it. Okay, now that I'm holding the other one, there's going to be some savings here. Not as much as I thought was going to be saved. Let me flip the camera around here. But this saying it is 10.6 pounds. So essentially I've saved almost 6 pounds by switching to this. So maybe now it's saying, now it's kind of going up, now it's going down. It's saying 10.06, well now 9, what the heck's going on here? So under 10 pounds. So essentially I did save 6.5 pounds. So that don't seem like a lot, but it actually is a lot. So yeah, 6.5 pounds right off the nose of the truck. And I bet if I would cut this off, these both off, I would probably lose another half pound or so. But yeah, that's that is how it's going right now. But yeah, I'm now going to kind of look over these fenders and see where I can cut and lose some weight on these guys. And I will also be marking down on how much weight I will save off cutting these fenders up too. I did a little bit of a test fit. I had the headlights in there. I'm sorry I didn't film the headlights in it, but it's all looking like it's all going to work. The bottom of the headlights here have holes right here where I can drill into the plastic of the headlights to bolt them on the bottom as well. And then I'm not using these upper tabs here, so I'm going to cut this line out and get rid of this. That might be a pound or so I get rid of on that one, but the bumper mount's all up, and like I said, this is all secured and it's not shaking. So now I'm just gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna cut off this fender, and we'll weigh the fender beforehand and afterwards as well. So I'm gonna get to doing that. I'm gonna take all this stuff off. I'm gonna weigh the grill, and then we'll find out what I take off the grill here, and we'll keep going at that pace. A few bolts later, and the front fender is off. And when I first built this S10, I just made these little tiny panels to get rid of all the holes that were in this. There was a bunch of holes that were just in this. I did that because I guess I wasn't really worried about weight back in the day. So I just made it look nice as I was trying to go about it. So now I'm gonna flip this up, switch hands quick, and I'm going to weigh this. If I would have to guess, this fender is going to be anywhere from 25 to 35 pounds. Okay, maybe I'm a little off. So right now, the front fender weighs 20.8 pounds. And it would be super cool if I could get this thing to weigh, you know, half that. So if I can cut this down and get this fender to weigh 10 pounds, I think I would be winning the battle on that one. I just got done butchering the one fender up. I gotta go back, tack some spots in with the welder because it's a little flimsy. Like this spot right here is a little flimsy. I gotta tack this on. I used this one, so I could probably hack this one off still and tack this on. I gotta cut this off. All this is just rough right now. I gotta cut this off. This is all stain. That's all stain. I got a tack right here. And then this piece that holds my bumper on, I butchered that one up, so I'm gonna have to weld that one up and make sure that one stays there too. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some tacks in this thing, hold this thing up good, and then I guess I'll go pick up London from school, and then we'll go grab some tape. We'll mask the outside off, and I'm gonna paint the whole inside of this. I got some welding done. It's not pretty, but this is the outcome. So it's pretty good. I welded some of this, so this is all sturdy, not floppy. I welded this, so this is not sturdy, all floppy. I cut this little tab off. I reshaped this one because this used to be square, and then I kind of reshaped this doohickey. So I'm gonna paint the insides black. Oh yeah, and I forgot I welded this guy up too, so this has some strength in it. I'm gonna paint this black, and I'm trying to think if I should just go. So what this is this is like a Honda GM white, what they classify as like the frost white or whatever. I'm trying to debate on if I should just leave this how that is or sand it down and give it another coat. But I'm trying to think if I should go to Tractor Supply and buy some of their implement white paint and use that paint. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the power cable, and I'm gonna set this thing on the scale and see how much weight we took out of this thing. I believe that the driver fender, before I chopped it all up, weighed 20 pounds, 20.7 pounds. And I'm really anxious to see what this thing weighs now. I did chop a lot off, and just trying not to get cut by some of these edges because they're sharp now. So the scale is all zeroed out, and I'm just going to set this doohickey right on top of it. So it did drop 10 pounds. So it is, let me try getting this to settle, 9.72. What the heck's going on here? Trying to get this thing centered. Okay. 9.6 9.6 pounds. So this thing dropped almost 11 pounds off the front fender. Just the front fender. That's insane. 11 pounds. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget it. So that's insane. That right there, I have lost, what is that? Oh, I guess I'm doing this wrong. So, that equals 10 pounds, 11 pounds. So just in the core support and that front fender chopping off, I have lost 17.5 pounds off the front of this thing. That's insane. The other side is chopped a lot, but I think I could probably get, say, probably another pound or so out of it, as I chopped it pretty shittily, and I didn't know really what I was doing back then. So now I know what to kind of do. So I think I could get maybe a couple pounds off it, maybe 1 or 2 pounds out of it. So I'm probably going to do that later today as well. So yeah, I'm going to start getting into it, and I'll get back to you when I get that one done. Now I have the passenger fender all off. I got it right here, ready to go. And I got the scale zeroed out. Let's see what this one weighs. So the driver's side one with all the metal in it weighed 20 pounds. And this one weighs 14.3, almost 14.4. So that means I probably can cut about 5 pounds out of this fender. So I'm going to write this down. It weighed 14.4 pounds. So when it's all said and done, hopefully we can get this around the 9.5 pound weight area as well. I'm going to take the old fender that I just cut, the driver's side one, out there, and I'm going to try cutting it as close to as this one, the first one I did, so they kind of match up. But yeah, I'm going to go get cutting on this. I'm not going to bore you guys with the video. When we get back, we will be weighing this passenger fender to see if we can get it around that 9.5 pounds. Well, I did manage to get the passenger one all hacked up, and it's not as good as the driver's side one, but it is what it is. We weighed it earlier. It weighed 14.4 pounds, I think. So this one's probably not going to be the 9.5 pounds like the driver's side one is, because it's got this antenna thing on it that I'm not going to remove. I could shave it and repaint the whole fender, but I'm not going to. But this is how it looks. to me, it's decent. Definitely not as good as the driver's side, of course. But it is just a skin now. So, yeah. The scale is zeroed out. And we are putting it on the scale. And I'm just touching it. And it is 10.04 pounds. So I cut 4 pounds of metal off of this fender, which is crazy to think of that. You know, 4 pounds is a lot of weight. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. But like I said, that's going to be pretty much it. Like I said, I got to figure out, I'm going to paint the inside of those. I'm not going to do that on film. I'm just going to paint the inside of them black. Make them look decent, I guess. Not really, really crappy like how they are. So I'm going to paint those black and everything like that. But I got my merch in. So if you guys have not went to the website, MrEazy.S10.com, to get you some merch, you guys need to, because this stuff is freaking sick. Like, the coolest stuff ever. So, let me try getting this all situated for you guys. But this is a hoodie, which I have limited numbers of them. But, bam, there it is. So it's got the parachute on the back. It's got the sponsors on there, of course. I couldn't do any of this without these guys. Go give them some love. And this is the front. And it's just got the Mr. Eazy Racing logo on it. All nice and looking like that. So, yeah. I thank you guys for watching. The truck's going on a diet. I'm losing a little bit of weight. With my new job, I don't really eat much because I'm just non-stop running. But yeah, the truck is all torn apart. I'm going to paint the fenders, not on camera. And then I think when I get my wheels back, well, my wheel, Jacob has my other wheel, I think this thing will probably be ready to go to Andre to get the cold side done. And when he does the cold side, we're going to figure out a hood pin scenario. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to take the core support out. I'm going to paint the core support. And then we'll be taking the top of the engine apart, retorquing the heads, and all that stuff like that. And then this thing will pretty much be ready to go racing. So I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to your friends. And until next time, guys, peace.